Hey folks, what's siete? So I got a piece of hornstone here. It's a biface, and I'm going to try and do a little something with it. I'm going to regularize the edge first, and then we'll see about taking some thinning flakes and go from there. Alright, I'm going to zoom you in. I'm going to do my absolute very best to talk over this rain. You guys can probably hear the rain. And I'm going to zoom in here, and I've had to delete a couple videos because I just didn't stay in frame, and I'm gonna try to stay there today. I'd like to stay in the middle of the frame. That's the goal, right? Stay in the middle so you're not watching way up here in the corner or way over there in the corner or down here in the bottom. I'm not 100% sure. You know, I need to turn my light on, I think. There we go. Turn up the... Alright. I got one of them ring lights. That'd be good too, because I can do a comparison how the video looks with and without. So I needed to do that anyways. This is a really low grade hornstone. I got some boxes of hornstone that was, or a box of hornstone that was not very good. There was like 2 pieces like this that came out of the whole box, but it was an accident, and he is making it right. Supposed to be sending some really good stuff, so they were just untested nodules. That's all there was to it. They were just untested is all. And good hornstone is fairly hard to come by. There's basically, let's see. Well, the first grade would be just junk. It's full of concrete. Can't do anything with it. Sorry about that. I don't know what they're having a fit about. They sound like there's someone here. Hold on. Okay, it was FedEx. She's a little late today. She, I guess we've got a lot of rainy weather and a lot of dirt roads out here. So even our paved roads aren't actually paved. They're just chip sealed. So we're no high class like you folks has got pavement and all. Now, most of Oklahoma, if you get to McAllister and north, now they usually take care of their stuff up there. They get some of those highway funds, but down here they just kind of forget we exist. If you're south of McAllister, I guess we just don't really count. So anyways, what were we talking about? We were talking about different grades of hornstone. And I'm no hornstone expert. In fact, I'm not an expert on anything. But I mean anything. But this hat. So the first grade would be junk, which is what came in that box. Unusable, full of concrete, just nothing. And then there's the next grade up, which would probably be about like this stuff, maybe this particular piece right here. Maybe not quite this good. Or maybe this isn't quite that good. This is between low grade and whatever. It is a pretty piece though. But anyways, when you get high grade hornstone, and I've actually had it a few times, and there's one fella, I can't remember his name, he's got super good rock. I don't know if he has it all the time or not, but man, I couldn't believe the stuff he sent me. And he sent me all bifaces, and it was just all really super nice material. But and then I got some really nice Hornstone percussion slabs from Chris's Rocks. And those were very nice. Very, very nice. But really, that's where my... Actually, I just got a box of Hornstone from another fella that I haven't chipped any of. It's nice big stuff, and I want to slab that, but that's some high grade. So I guess I got 3 sources for a really good Hornstone. What was, I have it down. I got all this. When I get a good rock dealer, I write their name down, I put what it is next to it, and I hold on to that information because that's valuable information, you know. But just so you know, a lot of the Hornstone that's out there really isn't very good. And if you never had good Hornstone, then you'd never know what the good stuff was, and you'd probably be like, well, this isn't so great. But oh no. There we go. This is a number 2 stick. As I said in the last video, I have broke a lot of points here lately. I don't mean just a couple. I mean, yesterday I was on a break-in spree. Honestly, I don't even know how many I broke in a row, but it was more than 4 and less than 10. It was quite a few. It's not turned enough, I guess, so I'll have to turn that to get that lump off there. I have lost some of my abraders too. I don't know what happened to them. So it sounds like there could be some changes getting ready to happen around here. Not ready to announce that yet. But it's all good if it does. I spent most of the day today at US Cellular. Some of you that's been watching every video for a long time, you know that I smacked my phone. I had my phone right here kind of in front of me, and I smacked it with this thing, and man, I was laying into it too. and shattered my phone. And I just been using it like that this whole time, and I checked to see what the screen replacement was going to cost, and the guy I called here in town, he wanted $500. And I said, well, that's not happening because the insurance is only, well, it was 99 bucks or something like that, I think. Well, I got a twist going in the tip of this. I sure enough do. Pretty good one too. Yeah. I wasn't paying attention and installed that twist. You know what? With a twist like that, I think I'm going to change course here. Good grief, that's a heck of a twist. I can either make this a Pandale type point, because I already got this big twist going in it. But I don't really want to make a Pandale. That's not what I want to make. So I'm just going to take the twist out, even though that's going to lose me quite a bit of length. I'm going to try and get the twist out of it. Well, the twist is out of it anyhow. Yeah, I wore myself out napping yesterday and didn't have a lot to show for it. But my wife was off today, and I woke up this morning. I was supposed to be in the leather shop, and I said, you know what, I just need a day off to recharge my batteries. And that's exactly what I did. We went to breakfast in town, went to the cellular place and shipped off some orders. All the Indirect sticks are in stock. All that stuff's in stock. This thing just wants to twist. Not getting the thinning flakes that I wanted. They're not running as far as I need them to. Yep, maybe some changes coming. Good ones. So without saying what it is, I do wish that it wasn't that way, but how should I put that? I wish the opportunity wasn't there. I guess is the best way to put it, but it is there. That's not going to change. And I think it's what I need, and boy, that just hit my finger. I'm having just a extremely hard time thinning that tip. This base down here is thin and fine, but this tip, for whatever reason, I just can't get a flake to go across it. There, we got a flake across it. Good. It needs a flake across right here too. Right here in all this fatness. There we go. Now we're frying bacon. As everyone knows, frying bacon's good. I made that Snyderdale point, and although it was a complete disaster, it was pretty cool. And honestly, I mean, the video there that I did of it doesn't do that point any justice at all. It's pretty cool, I think. And it just doesn't show well on film for some reason or another, but it is pretty neat point. It was a complete screw up, but though, I mean, it came from a broken notch. But despite that, it turned out pretty cool. The way it was going, I was like, well, what am I going to do with this? And it just worked out. Uh-oh, we're out of frame. Said I wasn't going to do that. Hopefully it wasn't out of frame too long. I don't get out of frame on purpose. No one does, but it's easy to do when you're going from one procedure to another procedure and on and on and on and on. And it's just easy to get out of frame. You don't, when you're zoomed in like this, you ain't got to move much, and then you're out of frame. And I was looking at some of the other. I think all the most produced Flintknapping. Well, there is some pretty good produced ones out there, and people seem to like that. I don't know. I'm just never going to have time for that. So you're never going to see a highly produced video on this channel. It's not that I'm not capable of doing it. Anybody can spend some time with some video editing software and make that happen, but I just don't have the time for that. I just don't. I really enjoy the channel, but and I got a piece of flint in my glove. I'm gonna take this ring off. This ring eats holes in all my gloves. Wears holes in them because it's rubbing on the pad and on the rocks and stuff. But I don't really like taking my ring off, so I usually just don't. Just buy more gloves. Not that I have an endless glove fund, but yeah, so I go to US Cellular. If you're new to the channel, you're gonna find out real quick I got ADHD, and I go from one thing to another. I might drift off and just kind of go away for 5 minutes. So if you're a regular watcher of the channel, you're pretty aware of that. And the most of the time I start a story and never finish it. But back to my story. Cellular company. So the guy wanted to charge me $500 to replace my screen, and I thought that was insane. My son did his own. He bought the stuff off Amazon for like 50 bucks, came with all the tools, and he just did his iPhone himself. But I didn't know if I trusted myself to do that or not. Well, we got it thin, so that's good. But what are we going to make out of it? You want to make a little turkey tail? A little small turkey tail? Is that what we should make? Bring them sides in there and make a little turkey tail. Let's look in the book. I'm going to look in the book and see what I can make. I'll be right back. So I'm just looking through here. I'm looking at this wheeler point, and could concave the base and just make it a wheeler point. The recurvate wheeler's got a little more style to it. I'm not sure that'll work with this one because it gets so narrow down there at the bottom, but just kind of looking through here, just trying to figure out. Wish you guys could talk to me and you could just yell, hey. The skikes. I was making a skikes the other day, and just broke that dude clean off. I don't know. I mean, I just couldn't get it. Everything I touched, I probably, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably broke 6, 7. I deleted a lot of videos. Some of them I broke right off. I broke them with the abrader. I broke them with everything you can think of. There's a little Hornstone turkey tail right there. We could just make it a turkey tail. We already got the end diving in here, so we could just do that. And I love turkey tails. And I love Hornstone turkey tails, so maybe that's what we'll do. Let's make a Hornstone turkey tail. And this is what I do. I look through this book and I go, yeah, what am I going to find here? It's funny how a lot of these, some of these turkey tails, they don't look like your typical, or what I envision as the typical turkey tail, which is more like this style here or something, you know. But they were in all shapes and sizes, and even the tails varied quite a bit. But that's what we're gonna make. We're just gonna make a turkey tail. I still got flint in this glove. I may have to swap this out for a new glove. So, all right, we're gonna zoom you back in here. And we are going to put this in a bit. Gobble, gobble. I do see some turkey tails in the book that's incurvate towards the tip, which is something I really like doing. I also like to be incurvate towards the base. But I don't know that there's enough room in this little point. This is probably the smallest. I've made some pretty small turkey tails, but this one's not real big. Turkey tail is one of my favorite points, though. In case you didn't know that. I've made some pretty big ones, too. I've never made a really super wide one. As my skill increases, then I suppose I'll probably be able to do that. Yeah. Little Hornstone turkey tail. I never did finish my story, did I, about the cellular place? I started about 12 times. So I go there to cellular place. I did the insurance instead of the screen repair, because screen repair was just ridiculously expensive, $500. When you can buy the stuff off eBay or off Amazon for $50. Just seems ridiculously priced. But I hear even a good price is like $250 or something like that. I guess if you didn't have insurance, then that would be the better option to go, because replacing the phone, of course, you get a $1,100-$1,200 phone. Which is, if you buy a high-end phone these days, they're all like $1,100-$1,200, you know. And I buy Samsungs because they arguably have the best camera, and I use it for taking photographs in the leather shop. So, man, that is a pretty little Gonna be a pretty little turkey tail, I'll tell you what. I am pretty happy with that at the moment. Let's pick away at the edges. Oh, I gotta find something to pick away with. Don't know what I did with my, there it is. And I still didn't finish my story. So, I go in there, I get the phone, takes a couple days for it to get here. I go into USA. You can do all that yourself, I guess, but I just take them in there. I break a lot of phones. I don't know why. I'm hard on phones. Screen protectors, cases, all that kind of stuff, and I still break them. Of course, when you hit it with a large whitetail billet at as hard as you can swing it, that tends to mess them up a little bit. Anyways, and of course I had the screen protector on there, but I never registered it. Probably like all of you, you're like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I should. A responsible person would. But I'm only 53, so I'm still working on that responsibility thing. I figure I'll probably never grow up, get responsible. Dang, I'm liking it. I'm telling you. I am liking it. Quite a bit. So I go in there. I'm going to finish it this time. Focus, focus. I go in there and she gets my phone, and you know, it used to be the phones had a SIM card, right? Like just an actual SIM card you stuck in the phone. Well, that's not the case anymore. They're electronic SIM cards, which I'm sure they probably went to because it probably has something, I don't know this for a fact, but it probably has something to do with people wiping phones and using them on different carriers or something. I don't know. I'm sure it's something to stop you from doing something that you want to do that's going to save you a few dollars. I'm sure that's why they did it. Kind of like the phones no longer come with a charging block, right? Here, I'm going to sell you this electronic device, but I'm not going to sell you, you're going to have to buy the means to charge it separately. It don't come with it. That's how they all come these days. So my notching has never been good, and it's been worse the last couple days. So hopefully I don't just break this clean off. Or blow it out the other side, or trying to get good enough pop outs that I don't get stalled out and then I end up blowing it out, you know. That's got to be a little bit higher, I think. Yeah, something like that, I guess. I stalled that one out over here already, which is not what I wanted to do at all. I'm not even sure how I managed to stall it out, but apparently I have. I still got a piece of flint in this glove. That's just driving me nuts. I'm going to be swapping this out for a new glove. I got one handy here. I got some yellow ones. I don't like using those. They don't. That one's got a hole in it too, but it doesn't have flint in the finger. I think it's time for some new gloves. I thought I had some new pairs, but maybe I don't. All right. Bigger welding rod. I'm okay with that one. But this is the one that stalled out that I'm not getting anywhere with. I guess I'm gonna have to grind it, I guess. File it. We done yet? Maybe. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Nope. We're not there yet. Let's try this one. Heck, that one was really cut and probably cut too much. I could probably just file a notch in with that thing. That round one must be wore out. And it still didn't pop out. I've tried burrowing from the side. Oh boy. I got a little bitty tiny flake right there. Breeder like this one here. We would have been done with this point had I not stalled out this notch, but isn't that always the case? here. Well, I don't see how that could possibly not pop off there, I'll be honest with you. But it didn't give me anything. I thought it was going to, but it did not. All right, back at it then, I guess. You guys really want to watch me file these? I'm sure you guys all just turn it off when it comes to me doing this stuff. Okay. Maybe now. I did get a pop out. It was not much of one. That was a pop out. I think we're pretty well even. Yep, we are. So, all right, back to business. Now that we got that nonsense out of the way. 42 minutes. Honestly, it's going to take more than half an hour. One of these days I'm going to do a video. It's going to be like, look at that awesome point in 30 minutes. Yeah. I'm not one for those 20-minute challenges. That's not my forte. Maybe it will be someday, but I'd enter a bifacing competition. If I had all the time in the world, I could probably save a tremendous amount of size, I think, but if it was a speed competition, I'm a fairly decent bifacer. I think I could probably hold my own. I may not be able to, I don't know. I feel like I could though. But time challenge, forget it. I'd fold like a cheap shirt. I'll watch some of those guys in a 10-minute challenge make a full Clovis fluted on both sides in 10 minutes. And it looked good. I don't know if they're going to have something like that at the Cato Ridge Knapping or not. Is that something people practice for, you think? They're like, hey, I'm going to this Knapping. They're going to have a speed challenge. I should practice up on that. Or you think they just roll with it? I don't really know. Let's take this in a little bit more here. I like it. I think I need to work on the tail a little bit. I got a shop full of wet, stinky dogs. And did I mention farting dogs? Yeah, smells like dogs in here. That's the third time I've thrown it away. Yeah, we're a little bit off on our tail. Okay. There's our little turkey tail right there. Yep, there she is. Little turkey tail. Sharpened all the way around. Except for down here, of course, but nice. I like it. I would have liked to have kept a little bit of the color that was at the top, but that side's pretty good. That side's maybe a little better. I don't know. But it's pretty straight. Pretty even. Just a nice little turkey tail. All right, well, that's it. We made it under an hour, too. So appreciate y'all watching, and y'all keep napping. Hit that like and subscribe button, please. If you got anything out of this or any entertainment at all or anything. And I never did finish my story. Let me finish. So the phone they sent was no good. They sent it for a different carrier or something. The insurance company did. So it wouldn't work with US Cellular, which is my carrier. And so I still don't have a new phone. So they're sending a new one, and now I get to go spend another 3 hours at the phone place to get it all straightened out. So maybe to go easier this time. We were there a long time today and accomplished nothing. It was driving me nuts. But appreciate y'all watching, and y'all keep napping. We'll see you on the next one.